Here we go.
I wanted to end this with a quick discussion. Were you able to watch the movie Sinners?
Mhm.
Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to tell you exactly. Actually, before I tell you my take on it,
I'm jamming down.
what was your
What?
initial take? Because you actually waited. You actually waited a while to watch it. You let the world kind of take it in first, and then
Hmm.
kind of came in after all the all that initial rush. Um, but as you watched it, and again, I don't want to put nothing in your head, but just from a musical background and just from a creative space, uh, as a creator as you are yourself, what did you take from that?
Well, what I took from it, can you hear me okay?
I hear you. Okay.
What I took from it was a lot. I'm still sorting through the layers of it now. Um, I enjoyed the musical aspects of it. I enjoyed the slapstick humor. I enjoyed all of the embedded messages and codes. There was a lot. They tackled at least 20 different social um, anomalies or discrepancies
Yeah.
skillfully and masterfully, and they did it without really focusing on it too much.
Yeah.
Um, it was very compelling, and for those who understood it, haunting. You know, Set in the West. Shout out to Set in the West. They were doing some commentary over there the other day, and he was talking about the origins of hip hop and the lies embedded in the history of hip hop, where it began, the true cornerstones, the nine elements, boom, 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 yada, yada, yada. And he started talking about Philly. And it instantly just clicked for me. It was, Philadelphia was the source and New York was the vampire.
Mm.
Shout out to Sinners. That was my comment.
Oof.
And when
Eh,
I think about that, all of true Philadelphia hip hop history that belongs to Philadelphia, that was siphoned from New York. Rockefeller Records. Would anyone know Rockefeller Records if it wasn't for Philadelphia?
Come on.
Because Jay Z's number one records were ghost written by all of those Philadelphia rappers.
Hey.
You know, and I'm not saying allegedly, everyone knows it.
Yeah.
It was in their contracts. They could go into the studio, record whatever they want as much as they want. But if the Jigga Man heard anything that he wanted, he got to take it. He got first dibs on it. And they would only be listed as ghostwriters in the history books, which means no one would know. They paid for that when they signed those contracts. That's what they gave up. And he had hit after hit after hit after hit. Philly, 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 still not acknowledged.
Mm.
When I think about the legend of Frank Bank, when I think about PSK, when I think about Schoolie D, Cool C, EST, when I think about all that Philly contributed, Bahamadia, Miss Jade, when I think about, mm, rest in peace, Tommy Hill, all that New York got to steal from Philly, Philly just let it ride.
Mm.
And it's funny, just made me think about when the Jigga Man first came to Philly. He showed up just like that vampire did.
Hey,
Talked his way right in.
let me in. That's what I want to ask. I seen Sinners, and I took from that at the very beginning of that movie. It
Hmm.
has a whole collage where it's showing that through music, we as as people allow spirits in, and it could be dark spirits, demonic spirits, satanic spirits. And I believe what Ryan Coogler did doing that little dancing, showing the African dance, the geishas, the hip hop dances, the break dances, the twerking,
Hmm.
basically
Yes.
showing that through music we could allow a dark entity in, but it's not that they could just come in. We have to, of course, quote unquote, let it in, let them in. And as I watched that, and I'm glad that people are watching, what this is, and I'm glad you're still processing it. But
Did
it did
anybody
speak on a
bother
bigger
to pay
whole to
attention?
me.
No, it spoke on so many. Let's talk about the duality of man, the good twin, the bad twin, smoke,
Mm,
stack. Smoke was supposed to be the bad one. Stack was supposed to be the reasonable one.
yeah.
Smoke was always the one that had to be the baddest to look out for his twin, Stack, who was known to be careless and frivolous, almost innocent, but some straight up badass warrior soldiers. But it's funny because it was Smoke who leaned to the spirit of God, the woman that he was with, who stood in the gap for him. They had a child together, and at the end, he chose to be with them. It was the other brother who fell lovingly into the arms of evil. He finally found his place. It's funny because the girl, the mulatto girl, the octoroon girl, who they kept calling family, she wanted Stack. She wanted him so bad. She followed him all the way back down to the bayous in the Delta from Chicago because he left her behind after he had found her a good husband and he told her, I can't be with you, not in this life. She was the one that volunteered to go after those vampires. Go go show her value, hoping that he would want her around. She got bit and then she came back in. And the first thing she went for was him. See, in that moment, she found an opportunity. She could finally be with him forever. They could be together forever.
That is
They
what's
didn't have to worry about the worries of the world that they were born into, how unfair it was.
yeah.
And she got him. And guess what? He was happy to be free.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Come on. Well, with that being said,
Ooh, there was a lot in that
yeah,
movie.
nah, I love at the end. I don't know if you stay for the credits, but the last little 5 minutes of it,
Oh, you mean the interview with a vampire
the interview with the vampire,
with
for us,
Sammy
yeah, for us and by us, the
and
Coogee brothers.
Stack? You know, a lot of people didn't pay attention to the references and the acknowledgement of BB King.
Yes.
If you look at the story of Sammy, it mirrors the story of BB King and Lucille. You know, Lucille was named after a woman who had lost her life at one of his shows when he was young. That stayed with him forever. And just like at the end of Sinners, there was Sammy with Pearline.
Mm,
And Pearline was the woman who he had a thing for. And he got to have a moment with her. after his cousin Stack taught him how to get it popping.
Come on.
And if you remember, Pearline, after that, she got up on that stage and she sang and she danced. She sang to the pale moon and
Uh,
she was made vampire later that night. It's funny, she was safe until she let him touch her. And then that was it,
that was it. That was.
which is funny because it makes you think about if you think about Diddy and Cassie,
Hey, that's exactly where I was gonna go.
the second that he put his hands on her, she was marked for change.
Come on.
People really need to watch that movie.
People really need to watch that movie and come back here and have that commentary. I'm just curious what people take from it. So,
Mm.
Jack, I gotta say I appreciate once again your time. I appreciate everything jumping on and chopping up with me, man. There's so much more to do, so much more to get done.
Hmm.
Um, I always like to just keep, on, just asking, what can for those people that are Jaguar Wright fans, fans of the truth, fans of cruelty free. Please, again, tell them what's coming up. Where can they see you? I know they love to just tap in with you the moment after they watch this. Where are they going to catch you? What's coming up? What can they see? What can they consume?
Well, as we're working on developing the pilots for the official Jaguar Wright show made for TV, they can always go to the Jaguar Wright show right on YouTube, or they can go to our community channel, which is growing rapidly, and we're very happy about that. We're a members only platform. Please make sure you get your membership if you want to be involved in the chat and with the community. We have other content creators that are developing, so make sure that you check us out at the Jaguar Wright Effect. And of course, I'm on IG and I'm on TikTok and I'm also on Canvas. So if there's anybody who wants to get back involved with my musical journey and want to make special video requests from me, feel free to get over to Canvas. And of course, is thejaguarwright.com and the Jaguar Wright Uncensored podcast. I'm actually about to go into the studio and drop my next series of pods because I'm going to be talking about this whole situation with Tori and
Yes,
Megan,
please.
Kelsey, and
Yeah,
Milagro, and what I really think is going on. Because people like to talk, but I always got a different way of seeing things.
come on.
So we're going to be having a little Q&A about it over on the Jaguar Wright Effect, and then I'm going to be dropping these podcasts, and I'm going to be begging for Megan the Stallion to please, in all of her male horse energy, sue me. Please sue me. Please. I hope, of all of the lawsuits that people have been trying to throw at me, I hope she does this one.
Oh man, not a hot girl summer. Uh,
Oh, oh, it's going to be a cold winter's night when I'm done.
oh man,
I'm going to make it so chilly she's never going to need to get a breast augmentation again. I'm going to turn them things into icicles.
the Ice Queen cometh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's going to be a dark night. So,
Mm,
yes, yes, bundle up because this might be the coldest summer ever. I promise you.
man. All right, well, we are here for the ride, Jack. Again, I got to say it. I appreciate you. Just always tapping in. If there's anything you need on our end, let us know. We're gonna tap back in soon. But again, Godspeed as always. Godspeed.
Absolutely. And the same to you. And yeah, that's a wrap.
That's a wrap, Jack. Appreciate it.